dama sawar pour yéen ngeen am progress. Déedéet. I own a football team. I've been president of the Gambia Football Association for 2 terms, 8 years. All of you xam ne man I voluntarily stepped down because lu nekk ci seulement football dafa am time. Soo demee ba nga xam ne mënatuloo ko yóbbu business yow toogal nga jox keneen yow yaa ko xamal sa boppa because nga mën a am element nga mën a am ne yow sa time joxatu la ko age ak yooyu yëpp so moo tax ñii ñëw pour wax ak yéen seen oncle lañ seen baay lañ seen brothers lañ duñ leen nax mukk man mënoon naa bañ this assignment ma def because 2 times ma def and voluntarily step down people said no ñaamu ñi bëgg foofu ñii ñoo doon wax ne non doo dem Konaté doo wàcca doo def ni ñu leen non I will go it's time bi moo tax may dem am naa receipt pour and I gave myself 1 year January 1st 2001 that's when I decided to invited a journalist Lamin Cham I can still remember wax ko ne ko dama bàyyi I want you to flash that mu ne ma pot xam waaye man bugguma nga bàyyi ma ne ko you are a journalist I'm giving you this chance if you don't I will call somebody else for 12 months I did that purposely pour hadin suma resolve ne I will leave when the time comes and I succeeded because people ñu ma doon wax ne noonu bul bàyyi bul dem président Jammeh sax laaj ma at airport maa ngi ko dem di gunge mu ne ma oncle dama dégg na nga bàyyi oncle déedéet yow waroo bàyyi ko ma ne ko nañ ko si waxtaan ba tey togguma ma waxtaan because I had resolved me I had made up my mind ne dama naa bàyyi bi time bi jotee at the conference hall congress hall same thing I resisted temptation so kooku tey néem bi ma amoon foofu am honorary president life so ma bëggaat man su ma bëggoon na resist su ma bëggoon man su ma neexoon dama bañ because you know no let me guard against just feeling with the honor I had already earned myself in football because so I went out through the front door yes so loolu pour ñu take that risk to come back to say ne dama bugg a manage football for 6 months risk la big risk because anything mun na see happen you will not lose that credibility I will not lose it I will not allow to lose myself to lose it no because I know ne li ma profess mooy yoon bi mooy dëgg gi
Football, I want to touch on first, and then we can get into the other sports. Football, for a long time, we've been playing, but we've not been doing it well, in my opinion. And that is why we could not excel. We could not get to the level that we all wanted to play at the World Cup or the African Cup. Yes, we have done well at the Guinea categories. We have no doubt. We have accepted that we have done well at the Guinea categories. Beginning in the early parts of 2000, 2004 to 2005, the under-17, then the under-20. All of these categories did well. Now, in the philosophy of football, those levels are preparatory levels. If you go to FIFA, that's what they tell you. That the under-17, the under-20, these are levels that they prepare players for the bigger challenges. And these are the challenges at the senior level, because that's where football really matters. You prepare at the grassroots. So in other words, at the under-17, Under 20, under 23, that all be categorized as grassroots. They are the levels that you prepare these players for the bigger challenges. We've been doing very well there. We've been winning trophies. We've been taking part in continental and global competitions. We said it's not enough. And we want to get to higher heights. How do we get there? We ask people to come and work with us so that we can get to those places together. They refused. We had no choice. We've realized we're pumping a lot of resources. Anytime we will heighten people's expectations that we will get there, and we will never get there. We got enough of it. We said government taxpayers' resources are getting wasted and wasted continuously. It is not acceptable. The minimum that you will spend to airlift a team to go and play abroad will be about $2 million. Every time they go and play is $2 million. That's the minimum on air tickets, only on tickets. Accommodation will not come, allowances will not come, margin bonuses are not there to talk about. These are monies that government could have used into other pressing areas. The health sector, education, agriculture, and even in sports where it matters. But people will not listen. They said, look, let's change the game plan a bit. Work with us so that we can begin to bring the results and the returns from our investments. They refuse to cooperate. We cannot let that game of deceit and lack of results continue. And that's when we had to come in and say, look, enough is enough. We will forcefully change the game plan. And this is where we are, to cut story short. This is where we are. We have come in to change the game plan, and we are calling all stakeholders to come on board so that we change this game plan for the benefit of everybody. Yes, we know that they will come and tell me we have first division, second division, third division football in the regions. But where do you go with that first division team? Well, where else does it play? There is a national league. Do we have any of our so-called first division teams playing in the national league? They are not, as far as I know. So that dichotomy, that division between the regions and the greater Banjul area is what we want to break. So that anybody who has the means and the capability and the skills to play from the regions can play in the first division league, the real first division. It cannot continue. And the other painful part of it is you create clubs, they deceive you, they sell clubs, and then when Congress comes, you go, 200 delegates go and vote. That's why it stops. Those clubs, nobody will hear of them anymore. I'm just new in the game. I'm coming in, but all this information I know, I have now. I think you guys can even explain them to me better, because you have been players in it for a long time. So these are the things we want to change. We're saying, according to the new policies we are proposing, get your regional associations, regional football, you call it any name in the regions, CRR, Regional Football Associations, which you will manage, you will constitute by yourselves, you will part fund yourselves, you'll organize your own football here, and then there will be a linkage, a very smooth pathway that your clubs and your players can go into the national level. This is the framework that we are proposing to the regions. You play football in the schools, you play football at the community level, and so on and so forth. And the constitution that we are also bringing to you is going to give equal representation of all the regions, all the 7 regions, 3 from each region, as mentioned by the chairman. Fair and equal. KMC, BCC, West Coast, North Bank, and all the way down to URR. Everybody will produce 3 delegates on your behalf to go at Congress to elect who you want to be elected as president of the federation. That's another point to note, because we are also saying Gambia Football Association will change into a federation, so that all of these regional associations will be affiliated to the federation. That is empowering the regions. We don't know why people will resist this.